Water governance challenges in transboundary arid river basins. Title: Water governance challenges in transboundary arid river basins. Introduction, 120 words. Water governance in transboundary arid river basins presents unique challenges that require effective management strategies. These basins, characterized by limited water resources and shared across One or more countries, demand collaborative efforts to ensure sustainable water use. This article delves into the key water governance challenges faced by transboundary arid river basins and highlights the importance of addressing them to secure the future of these regions. 1. Limited water resources, 250 words. Transboundary arid river basins are typically characterized by limited water resources. This scarcity is compounded by the arid and semi-arid climate conditions prevalent in these regions. The limite D. Water availability demands proper management and allocation mechanisms among riparian countries. 2. Conflicting interests and power asymmetries, 300 words. Conflicting interests among riparian countries pose significant challenges in the effective governance of transboundary arid river basins. Different states often have diverging priorities, such as agricultural needs, industrial development, and access to clean drinking water. The presence of power asymmetries between countries further complicates negotiations and decision-making processes. Resolving these conflicts requires fostering a spirit of cooperation and building trust among riparian countries. Efficient communication channels and platforms for dialogue, such as joint committees and working groups, can help bridge gaps, promote cooperation, and lead to more equitable outcomes. However, many regions struggle with inadequate or outdated legislation, which fails to address the complexities of transboundary cooperation. The absence of appropriate legal frameworks may lead to disputes, ineffective management practices, and a lack of accountability. Establishing robust institutions and legal mechanisms is crucial to support decision-making processes, facilitate information exchange, and enforce compliance. 4. Climate change and environmental degradation, 350 words. Transboundary arid river basins are particularly vulnerable to climate change impacts and environmental degradation. Rising temperatures, changing precipitation patterns, and increased water demand exacerbate the water scarcity and intensify competition among riparian countries. Additionally, unsustainable practices, pollution, and habitat destruction further degrade already strained water resources. Addressing these challenges requires implementing adaptive management strategies that consider the ecological well-being of the river basins. 5. Data deficiency and information sharing, 300 words. Accurate and reliable data are essential for effective water governance in transboundary arid river basins. However, many regions face challenges related to data deficiency and inadequate information sharing mechanisms. Insufficient data on water availability, water quality, and ecosystem health hinder informed decision-making processes and can lead to ineffective management practices. To address this challenge, there is a need to enhance data collection, monitoring, and sharing systems. Collaborative efforts among riparian countries can facilitate the exchange of information and promote transparency. Establishing a common platform for data sharing and creating standardized protocols for data collection and analysis can improve the accuracy and availability of information. It can also help identify potential water stress areas, anticipate water-related risks, and support evidence-based decision-making. 6. Socioeconomic inequities and poverty, 350 words. Socioeconomic inequities and poverty exacerbate water governance challenges in transboundary arid river basins. Access to clean drinking water, adequate sanitation facilities, and irrigation systems is often unequal among riparian communities. Disadvantaged populations face greater vulnerability to water scarcity, environmental degradation, and climate change impacts. Addressing socioeconomic inequities requires targeted interventions and inclusive strategies. Governments and stakeholders should prioritize investments in water infrastructure, promote income gain, adding activities, and enhance livelihood opportunities for marginalized communities. Engaging local communities and incorporating their perspectives into decision-making processes can create more incorporated, inclusive and sustainable water governance frameworks. 7. Political instability and geopolitical tensions, 250 words. Political instability and geopolitical tensions can hinder effective water governance in transboundary arid river basins. In regions where conflicts and disputes persist, cooperation and collaboration and become even more challenging. Disagreements over water resources and their utilization can escalate existing tensions and exacerbate conflicts among riparian countries. To address this issue, there is a need for diplomatic efforts and conflict resolution mechanisms. Engaging in dialogue, promoting mutual understanding, and fostering trust-building measures can pave the way for enhanced cooperation. Encouraging diplomatic negotiations, mediation, and peaceful resolutions can help overcome political barriers and ensure that water governance becomes a shared object. Tive. 8. Monitoring and enforcement, 350 words. Effective monitoring and enforcement mechanisms are crucial for ensuring compliance with water governance agreements in transboundary arid river basins. Without proper monitoring, it becomes challenge. To assess the implementation of policies, identify potential breaches, and hold responsible parties accountable. Additionally, inadequate enforcement can undermine the effectiveness of water governance frameworks, leading to non-compliance and disputes among riparian countries. To overcome these challenges, it is essential to establish robust monitoring systems and strengthen enforcement capacities. This includes regular inspections, data collection, and analysis to assess water use and identify any violations. Furthermore, clear protocols and mechanisms for reporting noncompliance should be put in place, allowing for swift and appropriate action to rectify any breach. This cooperation can foster trust and promote mutual accountability among the participating countries. 9. Financial constraints, 300 words. Financial constraints often pose a significant challenge in implementing effective water governance measures in transboundary arid river basins. Developing and maintaining adequate water infrastructure. Conducting research and supporting capacity building initiatives require substantial financial resources. However, many regions face limited budgets, making it difficult to invest in the necessary infrastructure and human resources for sustainable water management. To address this challenge, it is crucial to mobilize financial resources from various sources, including governments, international organizations, and the private sector. Exploring innovative financing mechanisms, such as public-private partnerships and water user fees, can provide additional funding streams for water governance initiatives. Moreover, capacity-building programs focused on financial management and project development can empower countries to optimize available resources and utilize funds effectively. Collaboration and knowledge sharing among different stakeholders can also help identify funding opportunities and secure financial support for priority projects. 10. Stakeholder engagement, 250 words. Effective stakeholder engagement is a key aspect of water governance in transboundary arid river basins. However, engaging diverse stakeholders and integrating their perspectives can be challenging due to different interests, knowledge levels, and power dynamics. Overcoming this challenge requires ing platforms for dialogue, fostering mutual understanding, and ensuring that all voices are heard and considered in decision-making processes.